CarolinaPrepper.com. If you're looking for quality food storage for hiking, fishing, hunting, basic survival needs, or just for everyday use, check out our food storage line at CarolinaPrepper.com. We also carry other fine quality products such as our can concealment holsters for men and women. Keeping your firearm under cover and within reach puts confidence in your hands in any situation. Our products are 100% American made. Check us out today at CarolinaPrepper.com.
And now, it's time to Stand for Truth with the host of Stand for Truth Radio, Susan Knowles.
And good morning, everybody. How are you? How is everybody? Marianne, you're always the first one here. So glad to see you. Hey, Marlene, how are you? Some of you get the notices right away. Hey, Sally, good to see you. Good morning. Julie, hey, how are you? Amanda, good to see you. Amir, good to see you back. Angels, good to see you. Good morning. Hey, Wayne, how are you? Robert, you're riding your bike. Oh, my gosh, that's so great. You love the announcer. That's my husband, Sally. Hey, Life Talk TV, good to see you. Everybody, thank you for inviting your followers and retweeting this. Good morning. Glad to see everybody. A lot in the news. A lot has happened since even yesterday, 5 minutes ago, right? Hey, Randy, good to see you. So what's everybody been up to overnight? Too cool. Yeah. Where's Asher? I don't know, Sally. Some people get the notification a little late on YouTube. I guess they're not here yet. Thank you. I appreciate that, McCorrell. You saw Spider-Man? Wow. How was it? Was it pretty good? Because I'm not really into Spider-Man, so I haven't seen it, but you liked it. Good. So, gosh, thank you again for retweeting this and inviting your followers. You're open to, it's open to a sequel. Lots of news this morning. Yes. Is that right, McCorrell? Is that how you say your name, or what do you want me to call you? Because it's really difficult to see that from here. Purple hearts, yay, Beck. Hey, good morning. Good morning. So this is the last day if you guys want to donate to the homeless veterans. Marco, perfect, Marco. Thank you. Last day to give to the veterans. So if you want to do that, please just get that in this morning. You just go to SusanKnowles.com, and you can donate there. There's a donate button there, and then you can donate anything that you'd like. I've already gotten a lot of stuff together for them, just waiting until today, and then tomorrow morning, I'll hopefully tomorrow sometime during the day. Hey, Kat, good morning. I'll be sending everything out. So if you're interested, again, today is the last day for the homeless veterans donations. Just go to SusanKnowles.com and give a donation there, and everything will go to the veterans except, of course, the fees that PayPal takes out and shipping fees. That's about it. Hey, Nancy, good to see you. Yes, I love hockey, and so does my husband. Hey, Ellen, good morning. Welcome, Ban. It is your first day on Periscope. Everybody, welcome Ban G691. I know he wants me to say bang, but so I'll go ahead and say that. Hopefully, bang is not a troll, but I've got my doubts. Num time, really. Hey, Tori, good morning. So thank you, everybody. For those who donated already to the homeless veterans, they're going to appreciate everything that you've sent them, that you've donated for. So thank you again. I've kind of adopted them as my group of veterans that I want to help. So if you want to adopt them, boy, that would be great. And if you would, when you send things out and when you retweet things, if you could just put Knowles Crew, KNOWLES KREW, because that's you. Hey, Carrie, and nothing would be possible getting things to the veterans if it weren't for you. Seeing the stuff you have, so lots of stuff. I'm not a veteran, Marco, but my brothers are veterans. My father was a veteran. I got a lot of veterans in the family, and I care a lot about veterans. So Lynch is going to testify today. I noticed that Susan Rice is not going to testify. I don't know. They're saying postponed, but I don't know if that's postponed for indefinitely or whatever. I know, Marco, without our veterans, that veterans shouldn't be treated the way they are. Good morning, Carmen. Good to see you. Okay, Tori. Thank them for the service. Absolutely. I want to tell you just briefly a quick little story that I think you should hear about. There's a story that is coming out in regards to a veteran who had PTSD. He's married, a father of two, a 10-year-old and a 12-year-old. I don't remember the state that he was from. I think it may have been Tennessee, but I'm not exactly sure about that. He had PTSD. He was signed up to get HBOT. And if anybody knows what that is, that's hyperbaric oxygen therapy that they're finding out works pretty well for PTSD and TBI. He was scheduled for August 2nd to get it. He went to the VA hospital to talk to them and get some medications, I guess, to hold him over until then. And you can, Beck, if you want to write little notes, I can include them in there. If you just send what you want, DM me, and I'll write some notes out. Hey, Robert, good to see you. So he went to the VA, was talking to the VA doctor, telling the VA doctor that he was going to go get HBOT treatment. Hey, Sherry, good morning. And the VA doctor told him, allegedly, that it was all a scam, that HBOT was a waste of time. It wasn't effective. They just wanted his money. So this man who had been he'd been off alcohol and drugs for the past, I guess, 18 months, went and got back on alcohol and prescription drugs, and he killed himself. So I guess moral of the story is, from what I understand, VA does not like HBOT treatment. The pharmaceuticals don't like HBOT because it takes away the need for medication for these veterans that are sometimes on an enormous amount of pills. I hope to bring you a lot of information in the future on HBOT and on what veterans are doing. Israel uses HBOT on their soldiers and find it's extremely effective, and they've been using it for quite some time. So the veterans that are the homeless veterans, a lot of them have, from my understanding, PTSD, TBI issues. And so I'd like to, get more information for them and help them and other veterans as well. So, Carmen, I saw you asking what the little notes were for. We've been taking up donations for the homeless veterans in Arizona for the last couple of days. I've been going out and buying socks and blankets and things for them. If you would like to participate, today is the last day. Go to SusanKnowles.com and just hit on the donate button, and the money will go to the homeless vets. Okay, so I guess you probably heard Mitch McConnell, after three senators, Senator Moran, Lee, and Rand Paul, came out against health care, the new Senate health care bill. He's going to scrap it altogether, supposedly. And he's going to be calling for a vote on whether or not they can repeal Obamacare completely. How many of you out there think that we're going to get a complete repeal of health care? Do you think that the GOP is going to be able to repeal health care? Will they do it? Marianne's saying no. Marlene's saying no. Sally, what do you think? And everybody on Facebook Live, what do you think in regards, are we going to get a repeal? Dems obstruct, and Marlene says, I wish, hard imagining it, possible, I know. They better, yeah. Amanda, not sure, let it die out. Here's my thing, not looking good at all. I think when they take a vote, I'm not sure that they're going to vote to repeal it. Seriously doubt it, D. I know. I'm really doubtful that the GOP is going to have the backbone to repeal Obamacare. That's what we want. That's what the Americans want. Hey, good morning, Shauna. And yet, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it. I think that they're going to play around and they're going to listen to the Democrats that say, if you repeal Obamacare, everybody's going to die and you don't have a plan, yada, yada, yada. I think that's what's going to happen. Now, I'm hoping that's not what's going to happen, and I want to have faith in the GOP, but, not sure that I do. And I also know, no problem, Shauna. I also know that, or I feel at least, that Mitch McConnell and Paul Ryan really wanted to put this health care bill right in the lap of President Trump and blame it on him because what they had seems pretty much likely to fail and it's too expensive. And I was really, I liked last night how President Trump came out and said, why don't you just repeal the whole thing? And that was before Mitch McConnell said, let's just let it die. Exactly, Marco. They will show us how weak or strong they are by what they do in going out and repealing health care or not. We don't blame the president. Exactly, Amanda. But they, that we don't, but the people on the left, they would. They would say, you gave us a failed health care plan. Obamacare was so wonderful. That would be what they would be saying. So they're saying if they repeal it, it's going to take about 2 years to get another health care plan. Why 2 years? Don't know. I would hope they could repeal it and then truly come up with some free market solutions, but too many of them are in bed with big pharma, insurance companies, and social medicine proponents, Sherry said. So true. Trump promised better health care. He really did. And, again, hey, good morning, Robin. There's no reason that they can't come up with a plan. If they let Obamacare die with a blank slate, would this leave people uncovered? The left has said they won't take anything we do anyway. Exactly. Good morning, Philip. I think if they repeal Obamacare, it's really not going to go away for about 2 years, Marco. So while they're working on another plan for 2 years, they would have Obamacare would still be in place. Why are we trying to appease the left? Nancy, that's the $60,000 question. Why do we do this every time? And especially when we have the majority of everything. GOP is terrible. They are not doing anything. It's true, Julie. They seem to be doing nothing, and they seem to be coming up with excuses as to why they can't do anything. Maria, good. Welcome. It's your first day on Periscope. Everybody, welcome, Maria. What the heck has the GOP been doing? Let's see, Robin. Nothing. I think President Trump has been working his tail off getting things done. As far as the Congress, I can't see anything that they're doing. Dems are only bogging down the President Trump every move. That's true. Would there still be a fine for those who don't enroll? I don't think so. I think they did away with the fine already, Tori. We elected Trump. Let's do what he wants. Yes, I'm so mad at them, Robin said. Oh, but everyone will die and be uncovered. Exactly. The same scare tactics. Robin says she doesn't understand it at all. That makes her sick. Good morning, Max. Good to see you. There's no reason why it would take 2 years to come up with a plan. Here's what really gets me about the GOP. They said years ago with Obama, you get us in here and we will repeal and replace Obamacare. Okay, you had 7 years to come up with a plan. It's pretty simple. I've talked about it. You've talked about it. Just cover those people that needed coverage in the first place, that small minority of people that needed to have coverage. Do something with pre-existing conditions because that seems to be something that really on everybody's mind. Then let the insurance companies sell the insurance across state lines and anything they want to sell to make it affordable for you and me. And you know what? That's it. You're done. Bye-bye. GOP, go home. We don't need you anymore. And yet they're trying to come up. Good to see you too, Max. They're trying to come up with anything and everything they can. And it's ridiculous because they want to keep their hands in the industry, in the healthcare industry, in the insurance industry. Get the government out. Yeah, I know, and some of them aren't citizens. And they thank you, Beck, Susan, for Senate. And that's one of the reasons, that they were in California, that everything failed, because they want to include the illegals in it. We just don't have the money for all of that. We really don't. We don't have the money to boost and keep Obamacare going. Because it's such a money drain on society. It really is. And then you add everybody and his brother in there. Nancy said, I'm done with people mad at us. GOP have 8 years to plan. They need to boot a lot of those establishment people out of there. Yeah, thank you, Beck. They're waiting for McCain. No, they're not waiting for McCain anymore, Robert. They're not waiting. I have no idea, Marco. They're not waiting for McCain anymore. They're going to go ahead, and Mitch McConnell has already said, we're done. We can't get this health care bill to pass. Now we're going to need to vote on repeal. And that's all they're going to vote on. They're not going to vote on the health care plan. They're just going to vote on repealing Obamacare. Yeah, most people in here do believe in the Lord Jesus Christ. So, yeah, we know that. McCain is enjoying his free health care. See, here's the thing, and I've seen some veterans talk about this, and they're absolutely right. John McCain goes over to the Mayo Clinic to get his surgery. Where do the veterans have to go? To the crappy VA healthcare system. Now, hopefully the system is getting better, but for now, it's pretty crappy. And that's where they have to go, while John McCain just goes on over to the Mayo Clinic. How many people do you know can go in the Mayo Clinic? Yes, remember those people around election time. That's right, Cully. You have to go to urgent care, Marianne. Yeah, if you have insurance, right? Is McCain lucid? Well, Marco, supposedly. Supposedly he had his surgery on Friday, and he's just recuperating. Robin said, meanwhile, our out-of-pocket premiums increase and is draining our wallets. They get free health care. Exactly. Yep, the crappy VA spends too much money on BS disability recipients. I think those people in the VA would kind of disagree with you. There's so many people trying to get disability that can't get it in the VA. His daughter tweeted, Papa McCain doing well. Oh, that's good. Hey, you don't trust McCain? I don't think too many people do. Election time coming up. That's right, Nikki. I know. We've got to get John McCain out of Arizona. I don't know why they keep voting it in. And also Mitch McConnell. Yeah, we've got to get those people out. You know, I don't wish McCain any bad ill will in his health or anything else. I mean, I just want veterans treated like he's being treated. You know, I want the rest of us also to have good medical care. McCain should be respected. He's done a lot for this country. He's done a lot as a hero, Marco, for this country, but as a senator, he sucks. VP tweeting about inaction. Yeah, there's been a lot of inaction. Replace and repeal Rhino Republicans. We've had so much more money for special programs. We had the money that goes to illegals. That's right, Dee. Yeah, I mean, John McCain, you have to separate him out from being a war hero, serving our country, and how he's been as a senator. As a senator, all he's wanted to do is carry the water for the Democrats and the Democrat president, President Obama. That's it. He really doesn't benefit and do things that benefit the GOP. That's who he is. Robin said she's going to work against Mitch McConnell because he's in her state in Kentucky. Yeah, General Eaton, I guess you've heard about the fact that they're going to allow in 15,000 more H-1B visas because they're saying that there aren't enough people for those jobs in America. I honestly think this is a way for Paul Ryan to get what he wanted. And that's DHS John Kelly is letting them in. He said, Congress gave me the opportunity to provide temporary relief to American businesses in danger of suffering irreparable harm due to a lack of available temporary workers. As a demonstration of the administration's commitment to supporting American businesses, the DHS is providing this one-time increase to the congressionally set annual cap. Yeah, it doesn't wash with me. I think, again, this was just a way for Paul Ryan to get what he wanted. Exactly. Once he gets what he wants, then it would be acting on afterwards. See, here's the thing. It's just like a tax. They always tell you, oh, this is just a one-time tax. We're just going to charge it to you now, and it'll go away, and we have to have it right now. That never happens. Whenever you have some special thing, that always comes around, oh, well, we need this special thing again. We thought it was one time, but we need it again. I know lots of college grads that need a job. Yes, Karen, if they'll work. The fact is they have lied for years and will pay for that someday, Robin said. That's true, Robin. The rhinos keep saying they want a bipartisan vote on health care. Yeah, we can't have a bipartisan vote on health care. I mean, it's ridiculous. Taxpayers always do the heavy lifting. Yes. Good morning, Lou. How are you? Is it Lou or Luth? My kids are hardworking. Yeah, because you raised them right, Karen. I've worked since I was 12 years old. My parents had me volunteering at 12. When you could do that when I was growing up, you could actually volunteer at 12 if you were a kid. So we kind of knew what hard work was from the very beginning. Our parents didn't let us sit around and just wait. Now, here are some things that are interesting. I don't know if you've heard over the last couple days, and you've probably seen this. There you go. Yeah, we had chores, Nancy, at home, but I'm talking about I worked for the Red Cross as a volunteer when I was 12 and in hospitals too. Um, Reebok slammed Trump over his comment that he made to the French president's wife. Did you see that advertisement from Reebok? Did anybody see that? Well, no one wears Reebok anymore. That's probably true, Nancy. Yeah, they basically just had a lot of, they used him saying you look great, and they had a little ad saying when not to say these things. So yeah, if you maybe want to check that out and try to find that. You saw a pic of it on the tweet, and boycott or just let them know that you aren't appreciative of them disparaging your president. No, that's right, Cully. Kids used to mow lawns all the time. I do know a guy who in Tennessee who has his kids, his boys, out doing work this summer, spraying down walls, cleaning things up. So he's still of the old school, even though he's a young guy. They do need to be boycotted. I mean, like I said, you can at least tell them what you think. Max, you've heard about it. You said. Yeah, I think again, whenever these companies like that come out and go along with the false narratives of CNN and other media outlets, then we need to let them know how we think. You delivered newspapers. They do supply schools with game gear. Yeah, that's true, Robert. Yeah, I mean, I think in a long time ago, all of us had to do some type of work. People have gotten away from it. Kids now do a lot of athletics, and that's great. But they've started to think athletics is a right rather than a privilege. And so, if you don't have to do chores or anything to earn it, hey Tori, then that's a problem. Robin said her kids mow lawns, do housework, and volunteer in the community, helping those in need. Great for you, Robin. Robin, she teaches her children well. Kids want to get paid for chores. I know. And what you should do, my parents made us house slaves, Nancy said. But Marlene says, way to go, Robin. What you should do is you should teach kids, look, you're helping your family. You're not entitled to money. Everybody in the family is a member of the family. They should pull together to make it work. And, when I was growing up, you could work at age like 13 and 14 legally, but you can't anymore. Yeah, you got a roof over your head, so shut up, right, Rashada? But everything is about, and they see this on TV. Everything is about money, getting money, and that's what they want, and they expect it. You have to tell them, no, you can expect it, but you're not going to get it. Mine works in 7 as an actor. Oh, Nancy, that's cool. I hope you're not a stage mom. I'm sure you're not. Hey, Sybil, good to see you. So just maybe drop a little line to Reebok and let them know that you're not really appreciative of the stance that they're taking. Good, Nancy. I knew you would be. Check out Facebook group Stop the Scalping. They post contact information on left-leaning companies. Cool. You know what? Trump does have an amazing work ethic. I've never seen anybody work harder than him. And at his age of 71, most people would be retired with their feet up if they could. He has a choice of being president or not. He chose to be president and to do the kind of work that he's doing. I mean, how many people can jet set across the world, come back and work as if nothing ever happened? I can't keep up with Trump. I know, I can't either. It's amazing. If my kids want money, they have to earn it. There's no excuse. They are in music and sports as well, Robin said. Robin's doing it right. Thank God for our president. Exactly. I think some of the things we certainly need to get back in the swing of things to doing what we should do and teaching kids the right way. The GOP isn't helping Trump do anything he promised to do. That's right, Robin. They're doing anything that they can to keep him from doing what he wants to do for this country. And again, it's not about him. They're doing this to our country. They're doing this to you and me. So all the more reason that conservatives and Republicans should be angry because this isn't just about being against the president. It's against us as United States citizens. Now, you remember Rob Goldstone, the guy who set everything up? Conservative kids will be the future leaders. Exactly, Nancy. Do you remember the Goldstone? Remember he set up the meeting between Donald Trump Jr. and Natalia, the Russian attorney. Does anybody remember him? Yep. Yes, I have, Philip, a couple. Robin, you remember? Okay, terrific. So apparently Mr. Goldstone may think he's in a little bit of trouble. And I don't mean legal trouble as much as people are thinking that he may be sort of fearing for his life at this point. Maybe he's heard about the Clinton hit list or the list of people who have, unfortunately died who were involved with the Clintons at all. And I guess it's not really technically a hit list, but anyway, what he is doing is he's letting everybody know where he's at all times. He's taking photos, taking pictures, letting people know that what restaurants he's at, where he's staying, and everything else. A British publicist said, I believe the reason he's been so blatantly transparent about his whereabouts is that if anything does happen to him, like a car crash or being stabbed by a poison-tipped umbrella, everyone will know his death was no accident. Now, that's pretty bad when you have to feel that way and that he's not suicidal, right? Robin says it's so disturbing that so many involved with the Clintons keep dying. Yeah, such a coincidence, Robin. I know. It's unexplainable. Yeah, it's smart for him to do that because, the sad thing is if he died, I mean, it would be like, okay, he died, but, and that would be really horrible for him, but at least they could have a trail maybe to go after. They watch us complaining about the service and the quality of our food, and if you think about it, not sure what that, maybe you're replying to something else. So anyway, keep your eye out for Goldstone. I'm sure he probably has a Twitter account that you can see. Like this Florida lawyer working on the DNC case. Yep. Pastor Hagee said when the rapture happens, there will be no one left to pay the bills. Carmen said, would love to see a thorough investigation of the Clintons starting years ago. Oh, coming from a place of entitlement. Yeah. Yeah, they really need to go back and look at the Clintons and, do an entire investigation. Yeah, some conservatives will be gone, Carmen. Most conservatives are Christian, they say, so we'll see. We have to be the change. Exactly. And that's, again, why conservatives just need to continue to stand up. Yesterday I wrote and told you about the article I wrote about Kamala or Kamala, whichever you want to pronounce her name, whichever way. And basically, a lot of people, and I knew this was going to happen, they're saying never will happen. She's not going to be the president. they've groomed her over the weekend at the Hamptons. They're continuing to groom her. They had a special event for her. They had a luncheon for her. And I keep trying to warn people, you have got to keep your eye on this woman. Do not underestimate this woman. Yes, she's one evil woman, Robin said. She has Kamala Harris. She is a senator from California who wants to be president. And she is in thick in the swamp with the Hillary Clinton financiers, the big donors. And so don't underestimate that, Donald Trump can go out and kick her butt. I'm not saying that he couldn't, but you can't sit back and rest. Hey, Lisa, you can't rest on your laurels and thinking that that's going to happen. Kamala Harris, KAMALAHARRIS. Yeah, she's one nasty woman. And I was reading something before. She was very quiet. When she was an attorney general, when she was a senator in California, she was pretty quiet, kind of laid back. And they think what happened was people were saying to her, hey, you need to be more noticeable. You need to do something to set yourself apart. So the way she feels that she can set herself apart is to be, obnoxious. And she's certainly getting noticed that way. And maybe the Democrats love her that way, but everybody else is not too keen on her. Robin said, I read more about her the past couple of days. I'm not underestimating her at all. And that's very smart, Robin. And I tell you that now to give the conservatives a time to learn about her, understand what's going on, and to try to stop it. She would be the complete opposite of President Trump, Philip. That's absolutely true. The woman is just, obnoxious in every way. She sounds like Hillary. I think she would rival Hillary in a lot of respects. I don't think she's as cunning as Hillary. Kamala is Hillary reincarnated, Shauna said. Yeah. Seeing the HRC holding up the nasty woman t-shirt, Carmen said it gagged her. Yeah. Really pretty pathetic. But she might be worse than Hillary. And, the big Democrat donors are saying we need... Okay, thank you for stopping by, Tori. Please come back again tomorrow. She would just be the puppet for the leftists and enemies of our country. She would fire all the generals and use the Girl Scouts. Would make sense. Yeah, I think that she would be horrible. She would be like another Obama. She would do everything that she was told to do and carry it out and take this country down. She's a Planned Parenthood supporter to the nth degree. She also believes in having illegal immigrants in the country who are in sanctuary cities. And she is absolutely for sanctuary cities and sanctuary states. Totally believes that, illegal immigrants should have all the rights as anybody else in this country and citizens. Yeah, I know, Kat. Lock her up. So, one world order. Oh, yeah, you bet, Carmen. She's an elite, and she will do, whatever it takes. From understanding, she had a background with Willie Brown, and that's how she got to where she's at. Got up the ladder was through Willie Brown. She sounds anti-American, Karen, you think? Yeah. And if you would at this time, guys, it's kind of at the halfway point. If you would retweet this and invite your followers, that would be great. Bring more people in for that second half. That would be wonderful. And let's see. I think you probably saw President Trump yesterday, who was out there with the message of a 3-week messaging American, made in America. I think it was great that he was wearing the Stetson hat that he had. I thought that looked really cool. I do like the fact that he's trying to bring products and everything else back into America, rather than what we typically see is having everything from China that we get. I've noticed that anytime I look at a label on clothing or most anything else, I never see the Made in America label at all. And it's been that way for a long time. And I think part of the reason is, it's so expensive to make it in America, and it shouldn't be that way. We should have some things that can bring that down. Most was made here till Walmart. It's true, Robert. Walmart, almost everything is in China. I know it's Amanda, it's so awesome to see our president and everybody loving what he's talking about, and it's great. He's doing a great job. I mean, you have to admit he's doing everything he can do to help America. I think so, Philip. He really does love America and all the people in it. I mean, he is. I don't know if you heard my guest yesterday. If you haven't had a chance to listen to that show, I had Seth Leibson on my show. He talked about a book he wrote called American Greatness. It's all about Donald Trump. Donald Trump is called the blue collar billionaire. Uh, and there's a reason for that. He connects with people who are not billionaires. He connects with the common man, and he always has, and people really like him. So if you didn't hear that interview, and if you'd like to hear it, it was a really great interview, I have to say. It was a lot of stuff that we talked about. If you just go to SusanKnowles.com and just look for, you know, just scroll down the page, you'll see it. And go there and click on it, and you can listen to it. Robin says she's tired of seeing made in China. I try to find things made here. Walmart stinks. Yeah, that's what they're saying over here on Periscope, too. So, but yeah, I mean, that American greatness, all about Donald Trump and how everybody got it wrong. I mean, there's so much on there. You followed his career for 40 years. Wow. That's great, Kat. I'm tired of all the food from Mexico. Yeah, especially, some ways they make it's different. Hey, Robert, good to see you. Should be able to quote the percentage. Made in America hasn't made anything in 50 years. Probably not. Buy New Balance and tell Reebok about it. Yep. Thank you, Robin. It's SusanKnowles.com. News with the Knowles. And remember, hashtag Knowles Crew. KNOWLES KREW. Please put that on all your tweets. Hey, Gary, good to see you. And as I said at the beginning, this is the last day. If you want to donate for the homeless veterans, today is the last day. Go to SusanKnowles.com, click on the donate button. Robert, thank you so much for the flowers. I love it. New Balance will be your next shoes. Yes. Good morning, Marty. How are you? Yes, thank you. Thank you, Carmen. Yeah, so hats off to Donald Trump, who loves America, doing everything he can for us, and we just need to continue to back him like we're doing. Nikes would be good, Amanda. Anything but Reebok. Anything but Reebok. I don't know if you saw my article. Hey, Jamie, good to see you. Article for today. Let's see, your company sells Mexican beef alongside of USDA choice beef. Wow. That's kind of scary, Philip. Hopefully it's good. Kids all the way, Carmen said. I don't know if you saw my article today at SusanKnowles.com, but it's all about Obama. And it's a really something important that you should read and hear about. Kind of hard to believe, but the DNC is not doing so well in taking in donations. Yeah, I know. I know, Kat. I can barely stand to say Obama's name. It's just like, oh. But the DNC raised about, I don't know, $4 million, maybe $4.9 million between the first of the year and now. The RNC has done better at about $10 million plus dollars. But Obama has that library that he's trying to build for $500 billion. Simple little library, nothing fancy. And it's going to be 500 million, I should say, and it's going to estimated to be about like 675 million when it's over and done with. But the Democrats are loving him like crazy. They're on par, his donations with the Obama library. If it keeps going like it is, it could surpass what the DNC and the RNC are getting for donations. So far, 8 companies have donated $1 million plus, and part of that donation came from Microsoft. But go there and read my article. You'll see other people that have donated money. Democrats love Obama. He's their messiah. That's true. So glad it's not being built in Hawaii. I know it's going to be in Chicago somewhere, I think. down the street. And it's amazing because he said, oh, we're going to build this and it's going to be great because we're going to make a lot of jobs by building this, and we're going to bring in a lot of people and do a lot of things. So I'm thinking, well, it'll be the first time really that you've done anything to bring in jobs if you're successful in doing that, which I very much doubt. Let's face it, this whole thing is a shrine to himself. Obama turned you Republican. Good, Marty. I'm glad something changed you, even if it was him. I think sometimes we had to have Obama. And I said this yesterday with my guest. Do you think we had to have Obama in order to get to Donald Trump? And I think the answer is yes. I don't think that we would have appreciated Donald Trump. I don't think we would have been ready for Donald Trump. I don't think we would have realized how bad it could get if it hadn't been for Obama. So we can thank him at least for that, I guess. Obama is evil, Robin said. Gary agrees. Yes, we needed to have Obama in order to be able to have Donald Trump and to appreciate him. God's plan is amazing. Absolutely, Nancy. Yes, thank you, Obama. Thank you for, if nothing else, thank you for that. To let us Americans see what it could have been like had we lost our freedoms, because we were very close in doing that. And thank God, we didn't go down the tubes. And they're still trying. They're still trying to make America go down the tubes. Obama is a socialist. Absolutely. Praise Obama. No, not quite, Nancy. Not a praise, but just a thank you. But yeah, he is getting a ton of money coming in hand over fist. Trump exposed the fake media. Yes. I know you lied about that. Yeah. I mean, that's the only thing to thank you for. Exactly, Amanda. I agree with you. That's it. That's where it stops. Because after that, he did everything he could to ruin this country and take it down. And he's still doing it. We still may lose our freedoms because the youth thinks freedom comes free. See, the trouble is, Carmen, the youth they've never known freedom. They've never known freedom at all because they were born, most of these people were born after 9/11 when basically we didn't have our youth, we didn't have the freedoms. We were standing in lines, we had to get to the airport 3 hours early to have our baggage checked, all those things. So the freedoms that you and I have known, they don't know what that's like. So to have whatever they have sort of taken away from them, they don't understand the ramifications of that. Obama makes Trump look like an angel. That's true, Robin. Absolutely. He makes anybody look like an angel. Obama represented the underlying evil in this country. He certainly did. What is it? What they used to call it, a swamp monster or something like that? Maybe that's what he is, right? Came out of the swamp. Parents should be teaching and children. Well, Carmen, parents should be teaching, but they aren't necessarily doing that. Obama brought the handout society to America. Yep, soldiers with automatic weapons standing in airports. I know, Philip. And if you look at Israel, they have far greater problems than we do with security. They don't treat people the way we get treated at the airport. And with the TSA, and look at all the problems there have been with the TSA. All the people that they have caught there that have been, doing things that are nefarious. I reported on those back when Obama was president. And it does all start at home, Karen. That's right. And a lot of times, if you don't have the ability, if you're not a stay-at-home mom or dad, and you have to go out there and have two incomes, the kids are missing out. They really are. And under Obama especially, yeah, passports at the gate, there you go, Tang. You weren't able to get out and get a job, to stay home. You had to go get a job because it just took so much money to make it, to survive on, and you didn't have jobs out there to do it. There were no jobs. Now there are jobs coming back, and hopefully more things will happen if we can just get to that tax code revamping. Gas failed most of the time in last week's report. TSA is a money pit. TSA needs to go. It's another government, big operation that they brought in that we really didn't need. But that was under George Bush. We can't blame Obama for that. Maybe he thought he was doing the right thing, but it's not turning out that way. It's just another Another thing. And they're rude, right? I mean, we could have privatized that. So, I mean, there's a lot of things that we could do differently, and maybe, if Trump would be able to do his job, then we could get to those type of things. Let's see. I don't know if you heard our money devalued after 9/11. Yep, Obama's out of office, but I still got Jerry Brown. You're not alone, Kat. You're not alone. And last night, from what I understand, California passed their climate change bill, which is on par with what Paris wanted, and they have it until 2030. And here's the thing. Uh, Here's the thing. They passed this bill all about climate change because Jerry Brown, he's all about climate change. So he wants to have good morning drama free, drama mama free. He wants to have California follow all of this BS and cost us more money. Hey Kim, however, I learned that in Central Valley, like in Monterey and up in that area, they're saying the water is polluted. They do it, Amanda. They just passed it. Didn't ask anybody. Didn't put it on the ballot. They just passed it. There's a TCP supposedly in the water in Central California, and it's probably not very healthy. As you know, TCP typically causes cancer and a lot of other things. So here's this guy worried about climate change, having the environment be really great. Oh, drama me free. There you go. And yet we have our own problems in Jerry's backyard. 65-cent gas tax. I know, Marty, after they already put 12 cents on there, they're going to try to put that 65 cents into the price of gas so you won't notice. There won't be like a tax. So California, I don't know who in California is going to be able to rebel, but it's going to have to be a whole lot of people and to just say no. Hey, Mustang girl, good to see you again. Gas is all taxes. I know. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. And they just keep doing that to us, on and on and on. And 2030, Jerry Brown will be long gone by then. This is his last term. I'm so glad I left that state. I know, Marty. I'm trying to figure out where to go and to see if it's possible to get out of here. It is so socialist. It's amazing. And they're trying to make this a sanctuary state. I have to go fill her up on taxes. Yeah. It's just too much. North Carolina tax, one of the highest in the country. Praying you can save California. Amanda, I'm trying every day. We pay less than $2 a gallon in Mississippi. And oh my gosh, in California, depends on where you are, typically over $3. Great to see you. Sorry I'm late. Preach. Thank you, Mustang girl. I wish you were out of there. I know, Robin. 265 is average. Wow, where are you getting gas? The whole West Coast is nuts, pretty much. Yeah, gas, I would say, I think regular is around 289 at the cheapest. Illinois isn't much better. A lot of tax. Gas is 235. Wow. Marlene, yeah, it just keeps going up here, depending. Brown's last hurrah. I know, Sally. And a lot of time, $1.85 in South Carolina, that's just wrong. And you watch as it gets closer to different, I mean, usually what happens here when it gets closer to summer, and we're already in summer, it didn't go up, but typically as summer goes on, it goes up. 238 in Vegas. That's not bad for Vegas, I guess. I mean, with Obama, remember, it got up to like close to $4. With points, I usually get it for $1.60. Wow. Carmen said. With our Kroger card, we always get gas for around $1.50, Robin said. She's got you beat there, Carmen. Let's all move to South Carolina. Refineries closed are now 70 cents higher than here in Ohio. They adjust our gas formulas in the summer, more expensive. So they say, Nancy, we are buying less oil outside of the USA. 236 in the middle of nowhere in Oregon. Wow, that's amazing. Marty, they usually say, oh, well, if we have to go in further or it takes longer, it's more expensive, but you're out in the middle of nowhere. Lots of jobs. In Greenville, South Carolina, is it? On July 17, Australia became the first country to repeal a carbon tax, Gary said. At least we still have Brown's overpriced high-speed train. Oh, gosh. Max, don't remind me of that stuff. I just nobody wants to train. Nobody wants to train. 80 cents, Mustang Girl. 80 cents a gallon after groceries. Wow. At Eagle, something Eagle. Our gas gets trucked in from California, Marty said. Wow. Unbelievable. You probably pay less in Oregon from with our gas than we do, Marty. It's no fair. $2.16 in Ohio, Lisa said. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. 3 fills up at Giant Eagle grocery chain. Pfft. Man, it's a ah. Supposedly, I'm getting depressed with the gas prices being so much lower than California. So I'm going to go on to the next subject here. Special Counselor Mueller is supposedly wants to find out who that 8th person was at the meeting with Donald Trump when he was there with Natalia and everybody else. That 8th person's last name was Balber, Balber, and he is saying that they talked about the Magnitsky Act, and that's all that he's saying right now, and that is supposedly who Mueller is going to be talking to. Oh, poet, I don't remember what name you were. If I could have blocked you because of the fact I was trying to block somebody else. I've blocked Nancy before, so if you tell me what your name is, I can go unblock you. I've blocked people before just because I'm trying to reach for it with the hand I don't typically use to block people who are saying really nasty things. Zamin tough. Okay, hold on. All right, I'll try to unblock you. Susan does that. Yeah, sometimes I mistakenly block people that say hello a couple of times because there are bots that come in and all they do is say hello or mahaba, and they're bots. So I could have, thank you, Devin. Is it Devrim? Thank you. I could have mistaken you for a bot. So, but it's not, for anything else. No, I won't kiss you, but thank you. Hey, Marguerite, how are you? Good to see you. So also there are new sanctions that Trump added this morning against Iran. Thank you, Lisa. Thanks for the kiss. Against the ballistic missile program and their support for terrorism. No, poet. Honestly, it wasn't. I'm sorry. It wasn't. It wasn't done maliciously. I probably thought you were a bot, to be honest with you. Sanctions are like, yeah, you know. Yeah, sanctions have never really worked too well, but I guess that's what what we do. We're not going to go in and blow people up. So, I guess our second choice, or maybe our first choice in this case, is sanctions. Several other murders last night, also about a child that hurts. I don't know what that is. Sanctions someone they only become stronger. Typically, look how long we did that with Iraq. Always hammer President Trump. My goodness, give the president a chance. Exactly. Don't believe that guy. He's not even following you. It's okay, Robin. I don't really care. People can say whatever, and they usually do, right? Some people get their kicks out of lying. Look up a carbon tax ignoble in New York Times. Gary said. So let's see. Washington State. Dems are saying President Trump isn't doing what he said on the campaign trail. Yeah. It isn't amazing. They never blame themselves. It's just like he's not doing what he said, although we've been trying to stop him in every angle and every way that we could. Washington State has now gotten a new EDUI law in place. I know, Philip. That is an electronic driving while impaired law. So in Washington State now, you won't be able to operate a cell phone or any other electronics while you're driving. So it's an EDUI. Don't know why they had to name it that, but okay. So if you're going to Washington State, be careful what you're doing. I'm tired of hearing people talking bad about Jay Sekulow too. I know. But you know, Robin, Jay Sekulow is really great. And there are a lot of really great people that people talk bad about. And I think that's one of the reasons that you know they're so great. GPS, I don't know, Lisa. Just don't make sure nobody sees you. More money in the DUI than a cell phone ticket. Probably. Jay is tough and totally MAGA. He is. Jay's great. Jay has probably been talked poorly about for a very long time. He's got a lot of enemies because he does such a great job. And he is on our side 100%. He does speak the truth. That's right, Philip. So, but Jay is a tough cookie. Jay has spoken before the U.S. Supreme Court, so you have to be pretty tough to do that. Love Jay. Yep. And also, he's very good in the band. He plays drums, guitar. The guy is multi-talented. So don't worry about him. He's going to be fine. Don't even worry about the president. He's going to be fine too. If the devil ain't messing with you, then then get your game on. That's right, Marlene. I followed him for years. Yep, Trump is tough too. We are winning, Mustang Gal. That's so true. Oh, well, didn't know that. Yep. His band is great. Yes, the Jay Sekulow band, they're really great. They sound so professional. They really do. Let's see. O.J. Simpson may be getting out, and he may be getting paroled. Uh, he's 70 years old now. He's going to face the Nevada State Parole Board this Thursday after serving a 9-year minimum sentence. No, I wasn't on Jay's show a long time ago. I really wish I were. I love Jay Sekulow. I would be honored to be on his show. OJ should rot for life. I know. Yeah. I guess that they're saying that none of the 6 state parole commissioners are expected to oppose Simpson's parole. So it's very possible that he would get out this time. Robin said she loves Jay too. If he gets out, will he go away? I don't think so. Nancy, I don't think so. I think OJ is, he's broke, isn't he? Yeah, pretty much. Robin said, hide your knives if he gets out. There's no telling what he will do. I mean, he is 70. I don't know where he would go to live. Don't really care. Honestly, they feel sorry for him. I guess so. Well, and maybe Robin, it's, he was a sports hero, so they feel sorry for him. NFL retirement. Yeah, Kat, and I don't know if part of that retirement goes towards the people, Ron Goldman's family. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I don't know about, if the pension goes, any of that goes to them or not. Some of it might. Yeah. I don't know. You can't live in Beverly Hills on his pension, probably. I don't, but maybe you can. Somebody will put him on a TV show, some liberal, probably. Maybe he'll be on the Morning Joe. Maybe he can sit in between the two. He'll get his money too, yeah. I mean, anytime he makes money, the Goldman family is going to be entitled to it. So he can't really go out and, make a lot of stuff. OJ will be the MC on the BET Awards, probably, Nancy said. Hope OJ makes a 2020 presidential run. Dems need him. Yeah. I don't think you can run for president if you're a felon. OJ will be the next Democratic nominee. Maybe he and Kamala can team up. President and vice president. Yeah. I don't know. I just don't have any sympathy for him. I think he's somebody that absolutely walked. I knew one of the experts in the O.J. Simpson trial that was a prosecutor. He was actually a prosecutor from San Diego. Yes, Harris Simpson for 2020. Obama's BFF. Yeah, I don't even know if he knows him. But there are probably certainly a lot of people who would still support him. Unfortunately, they would. Nancy, you see I'm wearing the shirt for you today, LA, just for you. So we'll see what happens. Keep your eyes open. You might see OJ coming in your neighborhood soon. Hopefully he won't get a gang of people together. Don't like OJ, never did, Amanda said. Feels for California and Kamala. The thought of her making it to the D.C. scares me after all you said. Yep. Obama can take him until we send him to Gitmo. Yes. You have an off. Okay, Philip, what's your question? I watched the trial and I've been on jury. They only let him off because of who he is. That's what Robin said. Probably so. He'd come back to Florida, or he'll come back to Florida. Oh, that wouldn't be good for you. But he can leave California and I'll be happy. What's written on the bottom, on the Coke bottle bottoms behind you? I mostly it says Coca-Cola. I was late. Have you talked about the lady killed in Minnesota? No, Kim, we didn't have time to talk about that today, and we're out of time right now. Again, you guys, if you want to donate to the Veterans Cause, today's the last day. Go to SusanKnowles.com and donate. Please, everybody, if you would, retweet everything. I would really appreciate it. Everybody on YouTube, if you would give me a thumbs up, I would appreciate it. If you could share it, that'd be great. Please just share, share, share so we can get the message out there. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Robin. Bye, everyone. Have a great day. It's okay, Robin. Carmen, don't worry about it. Thank you so much, Mustang Gal. Love you too. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for your support. Really, really appreciate it. Hope to see you back tomorrow. Thank you, Gary. Thanks, everybody, Robin, for everybody coming by on YouTube. Thank you so much.